Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope everyone's doing well. Happy Friday, everyone. As I mentioned the other day, I'm trying to do more lives just so I can help you all and prepare for the IELTS exam. Sorry about that. Um, I just wanted to come on every day just to help you with some IELTS preparation guidance and what steps you need to take to prepare for the IELTS exam. So I'm just going to see if some people could join us because I know it's Friday. Maybe some people have some time off. But here's the chat box. I have it open. But while I am waiting for a few people to join us, um, I wanted to talk about what steps exactly you need to take when you are preparing for the IELTS exam, especially as a beginner. I think the IELTS exam it's quite a large exam, so there's so many different sections in the exam: reading, writing, speaking, listening. And before all these parts, you need to know what exam you are taking, whether it's IELTS academic or general exam. And then once you identify which exam you are taking, you need to know which areas you have a challenging time with. You need to become familiar with the exam format, for example. And once you become familiar with the exam format, then you need to break down every single question type, go through it, see where your weak points are. And once you identify your weak points, then that way you know how to come up with some study routine or action plan of how you are going to study for these certain points. I mean, honestly, truthfully speaking, I don't think just taking IELTS mock tests all day and all night will help you prepare for the exam. You need to find material that interests you on different topics to improve your English. There's so much resources out there, and I can link them down in the description box. But like I said, you need to find ways to improve in your English every day, whether it be listening to podcasts, talking to a friend, maybe maybe watching your favorite TV show in a certain language. So you need to have an action plan in place of how exactly you are going to improve in your English. And if you are not sure where to start, how to even come up with an action plan to improve your English or to find some IELTS study plan that works for you, then I'm actually offering 1 hour free consultation calls for this month only. It's a free call with me, and we will go over just a little bit of history about yourself and how exactly you learned English, if you've ever taken the IELTS exam. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. I want to get to know you and how you've been preparing for your exam, if you've ever taken the exam, what you do on a daily basis. You need to identify these things before you just go right into studying for the exam. So I want to help you with that. I want you to realize what parts you're weak in. So, for example, if you are weak in the IELTS reading section, for example, you need to know how exactly you are going to study for IELTS reading. Maybe one day you're going to concentrate on every single question type. I mean, there's like multiple choice. I think there's 11 different essay question types in the IELTS reading section. So every day you need to concentrate on one section. You need to learn how exactly you are going to concentrate on that. So maybe for the match heading section, you are going to say this entire Monday for 1 hour, I'm going to get familiar with match headings questions, because on exam day, you don't want to be surprised and you don't want to be a bit confused at how to answer match headings questions. So you need to become familiar with the different question types. You need to know what question types go in order, which ones do not, meaning sometimes for IELTS reading section, some of the question types go in order, meaning you will find the answer to question one in the first paragraph of the passage and the answer to question two in the second paragraph of the passage. But sometimes some question types don't go in order. You may find the answer to question one in paragraph three and the answer to question three in paragraph one, for example. So you need to know these things because time management is key in in the entire IELTS exam. Or maybe you will have a hard time with IELTS speaking, and you need to learn new vocabulary words. You need to come up with an action plan of how you're going to learn new vocabulary words. And you're not just going to learn vocabulary words through mock tests. No, you need to start listening, like I said, to certain podcasts, to certain things that interest you, even reading articles that interest you, such as if you are interested in, I don't know, sailing, for example, sailing a boat, or maybe fishing, then read articles on fishing. And look up any vocabulary words that relate to fishing in the text, and maybe you don't understand it, so you look it up. And then once you look up the word, I highly recommend that you actually take that word and write it in your own sentence. Have a book, write the new vocabulary words out, so that way these words um, are remembered in your long-term memory. These are so important to do these action plans, for example, because honestly, if you just continue to study for an exam, you will forget. You will forget the material. You will forget the new vocabulary words you used. So you want to make sure you're getting the most out of your study days, the most out of your IELTS preparation material. So that's why I am offering this 1 hour free call with you, just so we can sit down, we can talk, you could feel comfortable telling me your fears, um, what you have trouble with, where your strong points are, where your weak points are. We can talk. I can provide you with some material that I have come up with. And if this is something, like I said, you feel like you need help and you need guidance in, definitely I will be linking my calendar down below. Just book an appointment with me. It's completely free. I don't want any money from you. I just want to help you genuinely. It's a new year. We need to work hard towards our goal, and hopefully you achieve passing the IELTS exam. And this is something I am ready to help you with, because I know a lot of students get a bit overwhelmed with information overload. There's so much information out there on on the internet. You don't know where to start. You don't know where you look. You follow this teacher's guidance, that teacher's guidance, and that's a bit confusing. So if you can get help, if you can get some idea of guidance, this is the most important, guys. So make sure you book that meeting with me, 1 hour free call. We'll sit down, we'll talk about it. Nobody else is in the meeting except us, and you tell me everything you have on your plate, and we'll come up with an action plan for you. So guys, and also in IELTS speaking, like I mentioned, there's so many different parts. I emphasize on IELTS speaking and writing a lot, because I know students have a hard time with these two parts the most, I would say. Like for the writing task too, maybe you have a hard time writing essays. So you need to think of your weak points in essay writing. Do you have a hard time with a certain question type? Maybe you have a hard time with, let's say, a two double question type, and you don't know how to format your essay. So you need to break it down. Maybe one day you want to learn how to write an introduction. One day you want to concentrate on how to write the first body paragraph. One day you want to concentrate on how to write a second body paragraph. And before all that, you need to concentrate on brainstorming ideas, so that way your essay is written in the most cohesive and coherent manner, because that's so important. Um, Hi, Shania. Walaikum assalam. Thank you for joining me. Happy Friday. And I'm just talking about how important it is, Shania, to identify your weak points in the IELTS exam, so that way you have a breakdown of what you're going to study every day. If you don't know your weak points, if you don't have a proper action plan, I think this is so important in prepare it, like, to get the most out of your IELTS preparation days. If you just sit and say, I'm going to go over mock tests all day long, believe me, this will not help you. You will not be able to get a high band like this, because you're going to forget. You're going to forget everything. If you just sit there and say, oh, I'm just going to learn vocabulary words related to technology in this mock test, this, you're not going to remember. You need to have a proper action plan. You need to say, okay, every night for 20 minutes, I'm going to read articles on technology, something that interests you. Maybe you're interested in artificial intelligence. So you read articles on artificial intelligence, and any vocabulary words that come up in the article, you highlight them, and make the effort to actually look up these words, to write them out in a sentence, to say them out loud. That's so important, to say the vocabulary word out loud, so that way you know how to pronounce the word. And maybe you can use these words in your IELTS speaking exam. So, Shania, as I was mentioning, I know yesterday we spoke. I don't remember if I told you, but I'm actually offering 1 hour free consultation calls to help you identify your weak points, what to concentrate on, provide you with the best resources out there for the certain areas of the IELTS exam. This is a completely free call. If you are interested, make sure you book. I will be adding the link down below to my Calendly, so that way you could book directly. We can talk one-on-one and give you a hand. I really want to help you all. And Shania, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help all of you. And I really hope that throughout my consistency of going live, more students could join us, so I can help you all. I want to go live every day, at least if it's for 10-15 minutes, to answer any of your questions completely free. This is my whole intention of this channel, is to genuinely assist you in your IELTS journey, help you if you don't understand. Maybe you want to know how. Oh, Shania, I can give you the link. Just give me 1 sec. I should have had it up. So that way you can book, Shania. And if you have time right now, I have time to get on a call right now. If you are interested, we can go on this call together. Shania, would you like to get on a call right now, or at another time that works for you? You could take your time, Shania. I have some availability next week. Since it's the weekend, it doesn't work for me on the weekends, but weekdays are great for me. And if today doesn't work for you, then let me know next week. Just book a meeting with me. You will get an invite to a meeting room, and then we can go from there. So, guys, I really want to help you all. Like I said, there's so much resources out there. Give me some ideas about reading. Okay, Shania, no problem. What parts of the reading section do you have the most challenging time in? Shania, do you usually have a challenging time with, um, how can I say this, with finding the answer on time, like time management, or is it more about finding the answer in general? Or is there a particular question you have a hard time with? Because there's so many different, 11 different question types in IELTS reading. So I'll wait for your message, Shania. I'm still watching, but I will give you some tips for IELTS reading. So, like I said, IELTS reading has 11 different question types. A lot of students often find match headings, question the most toughest. I know it's very tough, but there are some tips and tricks to finding the answer for this question. I actually have a video I will be releasing on that and how exactly you can find the answer. I know for most of the answers, we always recommend is you go straight to the questions first, highlight any particular keywords, and then go to the passage. But honestly, for match headings question, I recommend you to go straight to the passage first. Look at the headings and try to think of any synonym language that sticks out that will help you locate them in the questions the examiner is asking you. If you are able to do this will help you a lot more than just going straight to the questions and then getting confused at looking at the headings in the passage. Go straight to the passage, look at the headings, and then that way uh, you're thinking of synonym language before even looking at the questions the examiner is looking for. So if you're able to do this, this will definitely help you find the answers a lot faster. And Shania, if you have any particular questions you'll have a challenging time with, or maybe you have a hard time with skimming and scanning, because I know I always mention to students, you don't have time to read the passage word for word. Unfortunately, you are not given all that time in IELTS reading. You need to get through 3 passages, 40 questions. It's a lot. So you need to make sure that you know how to practice your skimming and scanning, how to become better at it, what to look for when you're skimming and scanning. These are things you need to practice, because honestly, that's what IELTS reading is all about. You need to practice skimming and scanning, become better at it, and things like this. So, Shania, if you have any other questions you have for the reading section in particular, I'm not sure what ideas you need about reading, but if there's anything in particular I can help you with, I am willing to help you. And like I said, I know the reading section could always be a bit more challenging than the other sections. And one thing I always tell students, the best way to become better at reading is to try to read. I know everyone might tell me, "Oh my god, I always hear this," but there's no other way. It's like wanting to lose weight, but you're trying every other way except not exercise. You're gonna take dieting pills and you're gonna eat Doritos all day, hoping to lose weight. It's the same with improving in your reading. If you don't read every day, there's no other way you're gonna be a faster reader, a better reader. So you need to make sure you put that effort in to become better at IELTS, at finding the answer, and you need to become aware of all the different question types you may see. Shania, I actually just edited a video. I am facing difficulties. Yes. So I actually just edited a video on the IELTS reading section, and giving tips and tricks for all the different question types, all the 11 different question types. Make sure you keep an eye out on that video. Hit that notification bell, so then that way you are notified when I put out this video and you don't miss it. I just have to add a few other things to the video, and then I will definitely be releasing it, whether it's next week or within the next 2 weeks. It should be out for sure. Okay, Neha, have you clicked the link and booked a time with me? Because I cannot book you in. You're gonna have to book yourself, and then that way I get an email and I'm notified that you actually booked a spot with me. So if you could go ahead and book with me, then that way you get the notification. All right, Neha. So I'm going to save this live for you, so that way you have it. And if you have any other questions, like I said, you know where to reach me. Just book a call with me. It's completely free. No issues with that. And then that way we can meet and decide what's going to happen from there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to end this call now. I really hope I assisted you today. And if you have any other questions, just shoot me an email. You could find my email, and make sure you check out all the different playlists I have for all the different sections of the IELTS exam. You could find so many videos. I have over 100 now. So, and actually I have a video on all the different question types that you may see, tips, strategies. I have been helping students pass their IELTS exam for the past 7 years. So why not share the knowledge I have with you so I can help you as well. So you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.